The Talmud of Jmmanuel. The Clear Translation in English 3rd edition. Translation of the Aramaic scrolls written by Judas Iscariot, the disciple of Jmmanuel Jesus, discovered in 1963 by Edward Albert Meyer in the tomb where Jmmanuel had lain for 3 days. Translated into German by Isa Rashid and Billy. Edward Albert Meyer edited and encoded German text only, by Billy. Edward Albert Meyer translated into English by Julie H. Ziegler and B.L. Green. Updated English translation and revision 2001 by Dietmar Roth, James Deerdorf, Christian Frenner, Brian Christie, Heidi Lohr and Robert E. Peters. Wildflower Press, Columbus, NC USA. 2001. Dedication. Dedicated to the man known to many as Jesus, known herein as Jmmanuel, in the hope that the truths that he shared may be heard clearly today. H.Z. and B.L.G. Acknowledgements for the materialization of this small book. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the spiritual forms Apetel and Artat Atharsade. In addition, my gratitude is also extended to my lifelong teachers and friends Fath, Asket, Semyes, Gatesel and Patha, etc., who took an interest in me in a loving way and taught me great knowledge, in order to prepare me for my important and difficult task. May my gratitude reach them across immeasurable distances, thus enabling me to maintain a lasting memory. This book is being dedicated without distinction to all human beings in the whole universe. May it be a form of spiritual values to all of them and expedite the progress of evolution, the truly lawful love emanating from creation, harmony and truth, and to the attainment of true knowledge, wisdom and peace. I also express my thanks to the discoverer of the tomb where Jmmanuel had lain, and to the translator of the text that I found, as well as to my dear wife Calliope and my children Gilgamsha, Atlantis, Socrates and Methuselah, through whose companionship and love I was able to fulfill my difficult task and continue to fulfill in the future. Billy. Edward Albert Meyer. We are in deepest gratitude to James Deerdorf for his detailed investigation of the genuineness of the 1978 and 2001 German versions of the Talmud of Jmmanuel, which has enabled the clear and consistent translation that you see before you. Additionally, we thank Edward Meyer for his early encouragement of our efforts and his faith in our abilities. We thank our most able attorney, whose careful preparation and analysis of the legal issues have given us the courage to publish this controversial document. Finally, we wish to express our gratitude to all those persons who, through their faith in us and patience with us, have made this work possible. The upper portrait is of Jmmanuel, known to most people as Jesus Christ. It was prepared by a woman designer from the Rhine Valley, Switzerland in December 1976, after an original pen drawing by Semyes, the pilot of a beam ship, whose home planet, Era in the Pleiades, is about 500 light-years from our solar system. The spelling of Jmmanuel with a J is no mistake, for according to the Pleiadians, this name is traced back to their forefathers, who spelled the name Jmmanuel in written language with a J. The portrait of Jmmanuel on page X was drawn by Semyes on December 31, 1975, from old pictures dating back to the time when Jmmanuel was active in Palestine. These old pictures of Jmmanuel, in the Pleiadians' possession, show characteristics that differ significantly from commonly accepted images of Jesus. Comparisons of these portraits to the Shroud of Turin, preserved at the Vatican, reveal clearly that the pictures reproduced here are not identical to the features in the picture on the shroud, which allegedly shows the image of Jmmanuel during the time after the crucifixion. Forward. In 1963, the text presented in this book was discovered by Billy Edward Albert Meyer in the form of scrolls encased in preservative resin, After a Greek Catholic priest by the name of Isa Rashid discovered the actual burial cave of Jmmanuel, who has been erroneously called Jesus Christ. Written in the literary language of Old Aramaic, the document was buried under flat rock in the tomb. It was Rashid's wish that his name not be publicized. He feared, and rightfully so, that he would be persecuted by the church and the Israelis and perhaps even be assassinated, a possibility that unfortunately became true later. The author of the scrolls was a contemporary and disciple of Jmmanuel who was known by the name of Judas Iscariot. For about 2,000 years he has been wrongly denounced as the traitor of Jmmanuel, although he had nothing to do with the betrayal. This ugly deed was actually carried out by Judas Iscariot, the son of a Pharisee. In order to save their threatened heresy, today's still dominant Orthodox and conservative clergy and their naive followers will probably attempt to deny the scrolls, destroy this book and denounce it as lies, as they have done with many other ancient writings that bore witness to the truth. See, for example, the books Enoch and Ezra, among others, which were removed from the Bible because they had been too close to the truth when handed down. As before, it will happen again that this writing will be attacked and probably taken out of circulation. It will probably happen that pressure from many sides will be exercised on the editor of the writing, or he may be persecuted or assassinated in order to preserve the true religion. 3 attempts on his life were made in 1976, once even in the presence of witnesses. By the end of 1990 the number of murder attempts had increased to 13. Certainly efforts will be made to induce police, authorities, public prosecutors, judges and courts of all kinds to prohibit this book, to ridicule it, to repudiate it or to suppress it, actions which, however, will not detract one iota from its veracity. The obscurantists in charge certainly will proceed with all circumspection, skill and intrigues to have the document dismissed, denounced as a hoax and quashed, as has been the case upon publication of other writings whose original scripts, however, were then hidden in the Vatican Library in Rome. But there will also ensue an outcry against the text from the religious fanatics and other misled persons who will want to proceed with all means against its existence and the editor. It has always been like that. As everyone knows, there is no shying away from murder, assassination or anything similar. The editor is well acquainted with this fact and consequently has taken necessary precautions. But the Holy Ministry and the Holy See in Rome, and the Pope have always taken steps to build up or to save the erroneous cult religion of Christianity. In this connection the readers need only to think of the Inquisition ordered by the Holy See, through whose command millions of people in Europe alone were brutally slaughtered, tortured and murdered. The number of murders on record committed by the Holy See amounted to 9 million during the Inquisition, while the number of undocumented murders adds at least another 9 million.